Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Today I'm going to work on increasing our immersium crystal production. And one of the things I'm looking at is, first of all, I'm doing this with a computing by factory mode in Helmod, so I'm just going to make it to fully utilize 2 advanced chemical plants, and that'll give me 107 per minute, which is about double what I have right now. And one of the things I'm looking at is the production of nitric acid, which requires ammonia, which is hydrogen and nitrogen. And this is my original build, where I'm electrolyzing water to get the hydrogen that I need, and then the chlorine I've been putting into a tank and then burning off the rest. And I don't think I've ever taken anything from this tank, so I'm essentially just burning off all the chlorine that I make, just to get some hydrogen to make ammonia. And then over here, where we're processing the rare metals, I'm doing the opposite. I'm using all the chlorine I can get, and I'm burning off hydrogen, essentially. So what I decided to do was to put chlorine in a tank, in a depot, put hydrogen in a depot, and I have this set up so that I only take chlorine to the depot if this storage tank has at least 1,000 chlorine in it. That way I make sure that I always have enough for this process. And the same on the hydrogen. Well, similar to the hydrogen, I don't burn off hydrogen unless I have at least 25,000 in this tank, which would mean that this tank is full as well. So, in other words, I'm starting to think that it would be a good idea just to put chlorine and hydrogen on the network and use the transport drones to bring it in. And then if things start to get out of balance, then I can just set up a centralized electrolysis plant where I do nothing but make hydrogen and chlorine, burn off excess of whichever one I have the most of, and then just manage it all by drones, since I'm using those in multiple places. So over here, when I rebuild this, I'm not going to make hydrogen or chlorine here locally. I'll just pull it from here. And then I suppose that over there, well, no, I'll leave it. I was going to say I should put a requester for chlorine over there, but I don't think I will, because I'm going to make all that I need. Okay, so I've got 2 advanced chemical plants. That's with beacons and modules. I'll need 3 crushers with beacons and modules. I'll need an advanced chemical plant to make nitric acid with no beacons. And I'll need another one to make ammonia with no beacons. Where can I go to the settings? Let's look at the factory numbers and slightly more at a more granular level. Okay, so what if I change this to a normal chemical plant? Then I would need 2. 6 modules. Yeah, so it's better to use the advanced chemical plant with 4 modules rather than using 2 small chemical plants with 6 modules, because that's fewer modules. Okay, and then the nitrogen, there we go. I don't know why that was hidden from a chemical plant. No, I don't think so. Huh. The nitrogen I'm getting from the air. It's not seeing the recipe. Maybe this is not actually a recipe. I don't know. It is. It's weird. Can I do productivity? Yeah, but air is free, so I don't need the productivity. Speed would be better. And maybe I should have a central nitrogen plant. Nitrogen, oxygen, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the supply of ore. I'll leave all these things where they are. But I'll just let it finish grinding up what it's got here, which hopefully won't take too long. Alright, I'll take that. Okay. This is too slow. Alright, crystals go in there. Alright, and we're getting nitric acid. Oh, okay, this is where my excess nitric acid is going. That's where I'm getting it into barrels. So apparently I'm producing an excess of nitric acid. So we'll have to remember to do that here as well. Alright, well let's tear all this up. And let's tear all this up. And let's tear all this up. That too. Okay. All of that. And we're going to start from scratch. Let's just pick all that up too. Why not? Okay, clean slate. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, nitric acid. Okay, so this will generate actually a lot of additional nitric acid. So let's load up a full machine making nitric acid and account for that. And then the sulfuric we're going to bring in on the network. Okay, so we start off, we're going to be using 5.5 per second, which is a single yellow belt, and we need 3 crushers with beacons in between. Okay, so let's set these over here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. And these are going to get productivity modules, which we have to place in manually so they don't get crushed. It's a lesson learned from last time. Okay. And then I will just feed this down here. And we'll put it in with loaders. There. Okay, and then we do 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could do 2. I could do 4, 2, 2, 4. It's the same. It works out the same way. Actually, this is better because I only need 8. If I did 4, 2, no, it would be 2, 2, 2, 2. It's still 8 modules, but it's a little tidier that way. So let's, whoops. Okay. They're already full. Okay, so now they have 4 beacons on each one. Okay, and then from out of here, we're going to get the crushed stuff we want and the crushed stone that we don't want. Okay, so we're going to filter those, and it might be good if we leave a little space in between. All right, so let's filter that one for crushed stone, otherwise known as sand, and we'll filter this one for the crushed immersite. All right, and then that is going to go there. So let's copy that there and there. Okay, and then the crushed immersite we'll just bring over and jump across. All right, let's power that up. Actually, before we do that, I might want to do something a little bit different. Let's see how the layout reveals itself as we build it. Okay, and then I'll use one of those there and one of those there. Okay, and then we need 2 advanced chemical plants. I don't have any of those. Let's request some advanced chemical plants. I don't need 50. 10 ought to be enough most of the time. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to bring those belts all the way out. And then we'll put one belt in there. And we'll put the other one in there. Okay, those are going to be making crystals. Put in the modules. Copy the beacons. And run some more power. Okay. So that part's done. Now we just need the acid and the ammonia. Okay, so I've got the acid here. So let's run that up. There we go. All right, and now we just need the nitric. So let's make the nitric acid. 2 more of those chemical plants. Okay, the one making the acid will require the rare metals and heavy water. So let's put that right there, let's say. And that's getting productivity modules. Okay, there's the heavy water. There are the heavy metals, the rare metals rather. And then we need the ammonia, which I'll make in this one. This also gets productivity modules. And this is going to take the hydrogen and nitrogen. Okay, so the hydrogen I'm going to request this way. And we'll give it 5 drones. And the nitrogen we are going to make out of air. Okay. So we need 32 nitrogen per second. To make this thing run nonstop. So if I do it with this, I get 1 per second. Oh no, it's a crafting speed of 1.5. So that gives me 1.5 per second. Okay, and how much do I need? 32. So 32 divided by 1.5 is 21. Okay, what if I give it speed modules? Then I have a crafting speed of 3. 3. So 32 divided by 3 is 9, 10, 11. Okay. So I need 11 of these. Ah, yes. Okay, so there's 2, 4, and we'll just make it an even 12, I suppose. 8, 12. Okay. Now let's power all this up. All right, the first cycle takes a few seconds. And there we go. And we have nitric acid. Okay. Okay, let's continue that so we can barrel it. Okay. And then this is going to make 1 crystal per second, 2 per second, so simple yellow belts out are good. There we go. And let's throw in some lights. And just make sure that these are able to run nonstop. Looking good. Okay, so we'll have to give this a little bit of time to get caught up with things. I do have another poison capsule ready. This will be the 3rd one. I did throw out a second one after the first one. The results from the first one were a little bit disappointing, to be quite honest, but you can see now that the biter bases are all pretty small. Well, this one is still bigger than I would like. We can fix that up fairly quickly. I'm going to go after the biters first, and then everything else. Because if you attack first, then the biters start running around. This way you can take out a lot of the biters with your first shot or 2. Yeah, see, that second shot is going to miss already. Dang it. Alright, well, at least they're going towards my wall and not up there. But anyway, it seemed to have thinned them out pretty well, so I'm going to throw another one out. So I'll just come out here towards the edge of the base. Toss it out there, and then get out of the way, because it does seem to spread out and damage you if you're too close to it. Well, now that I got some power, I might as well use it in that bio lab in case I want to make more capsules later. I'll just load some in there, and then the rest I'll trash. Okay, so Immersite crystals, we are in good shape. Let's see if we have any other bottlenecks we need to fix. Intergalactic transceiver research is underway, so pretty soon we'll be able to build that and start to charge it. Antimatter reactor will come after, so once we get the transceiver set up, then we'll start working on increasing our power capacity with antimatter reactors. Right now we've got 4.5 gigawatts of capacity, although that includes my, I think, what, I don't remember. I think it's close to a gigawatt from the accumulators. No. Yeah, I think it's close to a gigawatt from the accumulators. So the power from the fusion reactors, I think these were what, 2 each? Or was it 1.5? Let's see. $20 large turbines. Yeah, so these are 2 gigawatts each. Okay. All right, so yeah, so half a gigawatt is from the accumulators and the rest of, well, and a little bit from these gas power stations, but there's really not much from that. I think it was only like 140 megawatts or something. So most of our power, up to 4 gigawatts, will come from the fusion reactors, minus 1 gigawatt that they need to run. So essentially we'll be able to make 3 gigawatts of free power, available power. Not free. It's pretty expensive, actually. Okay, what's going on here? We are lacking energy control units. Why is that? Probably because of a lack of crystals. No. I have them. Is it just that the bots are incredibly inefficient? That could be. Waiting for low density structures. Okay, waiting for copper. Waiting for enriched copper. Are we just consuming it too fast? Let's take a look. All right, let's see. Clear that. Okay, reset. Let's look at enriched copper production versus enriched copper consumption. Okay, so consumption is matching production. What if we look at the copper ore? Yeah, and we're consuming the ore faster than we're producing the ore, which means we need more better copper mining, first of all. And then we probably need more copper ore processing. So let's go take a look at our copper mine. Okay. This is okay. I think it's just, I think the train is just, I think the train is too slow to load. All right, so let's make 4 more mining depots, if I can. I can't. I don't have the iron. Okay. I'll have to go back to the base. Watch out for the radiation. And I probably have some in storage. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, do I have mining drones? Let's get more mining drones. I've got 60 of them. Let's grab another couple stacks. Okay. They're in one of these chests. I wish there was a way to sort these. There used to be a mod that would sort chests automatically, but I don't remember which one it was. Okay, so let's take all these guys, because I'm going to have to move these things. All right. Yeah, these are a little bit unbalanced. All right, what have I got for storage? I'm going to have to empty all these. Here it'll be quicker if I empty my inventory first. Okay. Let me get the other mining depots. There. Alright, this is going to have to move also. This is probably not really doing anything at this point. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to set this up so we've got 2 per train wagon. What am I going to do with all this copper? Crud. All right, I know what I can do with it. Let's get the drones. Is that all of them? Nope. Okay, so this is all the drones. 52 each. Now let me get some stack inserters. Okay, so now the trains will load twice as fast. And then I'm also going to use these chests to load up all the copper that I put into these other chests. So that gets used as well. I don't want to waste any of it. Okay. All right. Now we're mining some copper. And let's put the rest of these air filters in there. I mean, whatever. One air filter is not going to do much. Let's see how the biter bases look now. Okay. Nice. Yeah, they're practically gone. Beautiful. Yeah, so I should probably just make a few of those capsules every once in a while, throw them out there. That'll keep the bases from getting too large. Okay, so I think we should be good with copper mining now. Let's see what we've got for copper processing in terms of output. Okay, so we're doing 40 per second, so let's seek to double that. Enriched copper. Okay, and then we go into the block. We set our output for 40, or no, 80. 80 is double. Computing by element. Matrix solver or algebraic solver. I don't know what the difference is, to be quite honest. Okay, so we need 7,200 per minute copper ore. Let's see if we're getting that. Yeah, easily. We're going to need to unload faster. So let's go over there, upgrade those belts to green. And then we'll be able to put more stack inserters on it. Or the other thing we could do... Yeah, how much copper ore will I need for this? I need 120 per second. So that's exactly 4 red belts. Okay, so what we can do is here. I'll do something a little different now. Pick that up. Jeez. Forget that. Let's fill up this warehouse, because why not? And in fact, I'm going to make 4 warehouses. I need steel. Alright, let's throw down a temporary teleporter. Give me some steel plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is this going to be big enough? Or do I have enough space, I mean? Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Get out of the way. Okay, I'm going to have to shrink the road slightly. Okay, let's upgrade this to red so it goes faster. All right, and then I'm just going to do this. My stone miners are getting attacked. Oh, you know what? I do still want that there. So I can pick up copper ore that is coming from other places. Alright, so I'm going to put one drone there. And then I'll just do this. Whoops. And we'll use that as input priority. Okay. And then these warehouses, you know, I guess we don't necessarily need to fill them up. That's one train. All right, so that's 2 trains worth. We will let this one fill up. Okay, so let's continue the planning here. We'll do the advanced chemical plant. We'll do productivity. Says we need 9. Let's do beacons. And let's do 8 affecting 1. Make sure that the setting doesn't always stick, and I don't know why. Okay, so 1 chemical plant with 8 beacons on it will be enough. That certainly simplifies the layout, doesn't it? Oh, okay, and then we'll need to filter the water. Okay, so we'll get water from dirty water filtering. $1,715. That doesn't sound quite right. Come on. 238 dirty water. How much dirty water are we making here? 166 per second. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Okay, let's kill that. First, let's satisfy all of our copper from mining. Okay, whatever. Mining depots, whatever it is. Okay. So now this can see that, okay, we're getting all the copper ore from mining. Now we process the water from dirty water. After that, okay, now it's a little more reasonable. We need 5 filtration plants to clean the water. Okay, and then the acid we'll get from wherever we can get it. All right, that's better. All right, so let's shut this off. How many of those? 4.8. Okay, so I need 1 more filtration plant. Have I got one? No. Can I make one? Yes. Oh, I'm still mining coal over here. That's awesome. Okay, wait for these to finish up, and then we'll pick it all up. Okay. We'll take all that. I'll take all that. Okay. Where was this water coming from? I don't know. I'll try to leave those pipes because then maybe that'll give us enough... No, it's not going to give us enough water to start with. Okay, so let's just delete all this. I'll pick it all up. I'll have to reprime the system. Okay, but we got our acid. We have our stone coming out. Oh yeah, we've got a ton of coal. Oh, I did have a teleporter here. Copper processing. Okay, let's pick that up. Okay, and we need to deliver close to 90 copper minutes, so we're going to need a third red belt. Okay, so let's put our advanced chemical plant. We'll stick it right there. Enriched copper. Eight beacons. Okay. There's the copper. Let's put a pump on the acid. Okay, now I need to get some clean water from someplace. Where do I have... Oh, I'll bring it in from the depot. Just to get things kicked off. Alright, water. I'll just give it one drone. And again, that's just to prime the system. Okay, and then I'm going to need 5 filtration plants. One. Or how many would it be if I had 4 beacons on it? Let's check that. Then I would only need 2. Okay, so let's take advantage of the beacons that we have here, since they're already there. And we'll put 2 filtration plants with copper ore coming out. Okay, clean water coming out. I'm going to wait to hook that up until this is filled. Okay. And now I'm going to remove that. I don't want to bring in any more clean water. All right. And how much is going to come out here? We're going to be getting 80. Okay, so I need 3 red belts coming out. Okay, and then from these guys, we need to bring out the copper ore. Okay, and then we're also going to get some stone. And the stone goes over there. All right, let's power it up. Okay, so I'm going to cut the water coming in. Oh, I do still need that, don't I? Okay. That looks good. Are these pipes full? Yeah, these pipes are completely full. So I'm just going to remove a pipe. That'll delete 100 water. I'll do it again. Not exactly 100, about 100. Here, we can delete a couple more. This will just reduce some of the water, because I don't want these pipes to get completely full, because then things can jam up. I want the output to be coming out freely. We could also do that to collect a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that was a little bit too much taken out. So let's just allow a little bit to go back in. There we go. And now it's running nonstop. And we can delete that. Okay. Copper problem solved. Now let's see how we're doing. Okay, now we're producing 5.1 and we're consuming 4.4. So that's good. What? Ah, jeez. Those poor guys down at the rare metals factory. Always getting attacked. You know what I should do? I should bring down a couple of railgun turrets. Let's bring down 3. And let's see where I've got... I know I've got some railgun shells. Explosive cannon shells. That's not the same thing though, is it? Or is it? Oh, okay. No, it's explosive railgun shells. That's what I want. Alright, well, let me just put in a request. Explosive railgun shells. Yeah, give me 100. Thank you very much. Okay, and I'll put one here. And I'll put one up here. And I'll put one there. And I'll give this one most of the ammo because I think that's where, well, I think that's where most of the activity is going to come from. And I'll split the rest of it over there. Okay, that ought to keep things relatively quiet. Okay, let's see how we're doing on copper now. Okay, so that's looking good. So we're smelting as fast as we can. We're accumulating plate, which means that we're probably not consuming faster than we can bring it in. Good. And that should mean that low density structures are producing quickly again. Maybe not quickly enough, but I think we're making them twice as fast as we were before. I could always put extra beacons down here to speed it up even further. But yeah, I really want to get that intergalactic transceiver built. And in fact, let's start requesting the materials for it. All right, we're going to need 500 plates and beams. We're going to need 300 AI cores and 500 energy control units. Oh man. Okay. Well, looks like we need a railgun or two down there too. And we're going to need 1,000 rare metals and 750 concrete. Okay. shells. I've got a few more. Alright, let's get another one of those guns. Alright, let's get 2. And we'll set those up down at the stone mine. Are these all full? Yeah. Okay, and then I'll cancel that request. All right, clean out the inventory a little bit. Is that it? Okay. All right. So this is just waiting now on energy control units. Looks like that's going to take a long time. And immersium beams. I suppose it's a good thing that this gets made from... I mean, this doesn't go on the network. Let's see how we're doing down here. That's just too darn slow. Maybe I should go down and double this again. Yeah, I think I'll go down and speed this up a bit. I can give it some more beacons. Alright, so I'll come back after intergalactic transceiver is done, and then we'll start working on that. So, until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.